Just too many things happening at the same time. I don't know what to do. I really need some good music to get out of this. Alexa, play some good music, please.
Hi, Srini. Alexa எல்லாம் இருக்கு. Alex இருக்கான்ல. அப்படி. We will do this today. ரொம்ப டல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? வைப் ஏத்தணும். அவ்வளவுதானே. ரீசார்ஜ் பண்ணணும் அவ்வளவுதானே. எனர்ஜைஸ் பண்ணணும் அவ்வளவுதானே. நம்மளால முடியும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும் அவ்வளவுதானே. பண்ணிடலாம். தாராரி ராரா ராராரி ராரா ராராரி ராரா ராரே அப்படி போயிடலாமா? So all the people when they are working like physical labor, they do this. Apparently it's the word iyalum. Iyalum is a Tamil word that says you can do it. So iyalum only became yelum 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 yelala yela yelala yela yelala yela yela yelala yela yelala yela yelala yela yela மனசு வச்சாலே மாற்றம் உண்டாகும் மாற்றம் உண்டாகும் ஏற்றம் ஆமா மாற்றம் உண்டாகும் ஏற்றம் உண்டாகும் தெய்வத்தால் ஏதும் ஆகாதுனாலும் செய்யும் முயற்சிக்கு கூலி கிடைக்கும் செய்யும் முயற்சிக்கு கூலி கிடைக்கும் நல்ல மனசுங்க ஒண்ணு இருந்தாலும் எல்லாருக்கும் மழை பெய்யன பெய்யும் எல்லாருக்கும் மழை பெய்யன பெய்யும் ஏலால ஏலாம் ஏலால ஏலம் ஏலால ஏலாம் ஏலேலாம் ஏலால ஏலம் So this song we made for the Anba TV introduce பண்றதுக்காக we made a film and director Dilip Mara director he came on board to help me out to direct this நல்ல பண்ணனும் சொல்லிட்டு பெரிய பட்ஜெட்ல we got Dilip and his suggestion was in the film before I meet சின்ன பொண்ணாக்கா and it's a question and answer frequently asked why are you starting Anba, why don't you put it on YouTube, why don't you put it on. That was the whole, it's an announcement. We made it into a song video. He suggested, adukku munnadi just tell everybody that you are going through this. You are motivating yourself. Why beethit irukeenga? Then we wrote this song. And the songwriting has been an interesting experience. So he said, Yelala Yelam. And I've been working with Harish and Sachi, the music directors. One of the formats that works very well is, when I bake in a tune nicely for a few days, then I can write. But I'm not able to write quickly. So this tune was very interesting. It's a bhajan, right? So we keep the item. This is one of my favorite thirukkurals. Like keep working hard. I thought I was fitting into this tune. It's a bhajan tune. Of course, you can't publish the song with this tune. So Harish and Sachi made it. Adhe scale na. When you flip it around, it sounds different. தெய்வத்தாலேதும் ஆகாதுனாலும் செய்யும் முயற்சிக்கு கூலிகள் ஆமா செய்யும் முயற்சிக்கு கூலி கிடைக்கும் ஏலால ஏலம் ஏலால ஏலம் ஏலால ஏலம் ஏலம் அன்பா TV OTT enjoy Alex's shows exclusively enjoy Alex's shows exclusively. Life is nothing but an experience. Go with your flow and experience. Varadu varatum, go take a chance. Tenjikoda day, this all a trance. Life is nothing but life is nothing but an experience.
Hello, this is Srinivasa Ramanujam from The Hindu. And if you catch me trying to suppress a smile, it's because I'm with stand-up comedian Alexander Babu. All of you know him as Alex. Welcome, brother. How are you?
Super, Srini. Thank you so very much. This is quite a historic day because you did a curtain raiser for my 2017 when I launched Alex Wonderland. Still it's an unforgettable moment to see my picture on The Hindu and you wrote that. So I'll never forget that. It's been 8 years of amazing God-sent blessed journey. So I'm on the next step. So I was longing for some attention for many reasons, all the more reason than some 8 years ago when I launched the first tour. I didn't know what to expect. Now there is expectations, and there have been intense challenges. So naturally, you long for another. You back to square one. Of course, every time you finish a show, finish a video, you are back to square one. You're looking at a blank paper. So thank you so much for arranging this. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you are on board because it's a very familiar face and familiar vibe and everything. And thanks so much, Hindu, for getting this for me. This is quite an opportunity, and thank you.
Right. And the reason we are here, Alex, is because you've decided to put your latest show, Alexperience, in your own OTT platform called Anba TV.
Right.
And this comes as sort of a surprise for a lot of us because your previous show, which was Alex in Wonderland, did quite well in a major OTT player.
Yeah.
In fact, if I remember right, it was subtitled in 11 languages or something.
Right.
So what is the rationale behind this particular move?
So the rationale is there was no other choice. Amazon did not buy this. For that matter, and all the other big OTTs are not into stand-ups. They're all focusing on big films. That's what people are watching. I think they're all playing to the bigger gallery, bigger set of people. So obviously they're not. There's no momentum. அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு சொன்னாங்க. Momentum இல்லப்பான. That too, we are all regional. We are regional content. Regional இந்த மாதிரி offbeat contentக்குலாம் momentum இல்லை. So whatever that means, so we are left with no choice. But then suddenly we are just at a loss. Like in the villages, there used to be this proverb. எப்பவும் கொடுக்குற மூதேவி இன்னைக்கு கொடுக்கல. The lady who was giving always was cursed. She didn't give today, Mary. So somehow you assume that you got the attention. First show arrive ஆயிட்டோம். Then I was expecting it's going to be a cake walk and I can show off and all that. There's going to be a red carpet and all that, but things have completely changed. That's when you realize you are on your own.
Right.
Of course, YouTube is a bigger platform. There is nothing like it. The whole world is there, sitting in there most of their time, browsing around. But then there are big challenges for a content like that I am producing, where konjam serious viewing is necessary, konjam focused attention is necessary. It's like over theater. When I say serious theater, I mean all the serious theater friends get offended. This is not theater done. Stand-up people get offended. This is not. So it's some kind of content that needs konjam attention. We're trying to go some old world vibe. So I was left alone, like most of the creators. And I'm slowly relating to all the other creators who are, especially films, like a good film you make, and you don't have big stars, but it's a nice film.
You don't know what to do with it.
You don't know what to do with it. If the bigger players are not buying, YouTube is the only option. And with ads and all that, of course, you can pay a premium and buy. What if you don't pay? And even if you pay, there isn't a way to monetize in the very, like I want to sell this film, I want to rent this film for a certain price. If you're an Amir Khan, you can get into the YouTube movies channel. What if you're not an Amir Khan? How do you get into that YouTube channel, YouTube movies special channel? That's the only place where you can sell something. Otherwise, you need to have a followers. All the corporates, all the big players want you to be active. Not be active, put out content. Just keep my channel running every day. Keep your channel running so that I'll be running. That's what they want.
I know.
But the old world creation style or my style or most of the big creators, like if you're writing a novel, you can't put out 2 pages every day. Right? Sir, பெரிய கதைலாம் வேணாம் சார். ஒரு 2 பேஜ் நீ சொல்லு சார். ஒரு nice easy story like something sleazy, something. Right? He wants to write like a man ஒரு 6 மாசம் எடுத்து நான் ஒரு நல்லா எழுதி அப்புறம் தரேன். For 6 months I want to be quiet. I want to live my life while writing this.
That is difficult in today's times, no?
The corporate world doesn't want it, or they think the world is not ready for it. But then I think so important for peace of mind. I think everybody should have that also. ஏன்னா ஒண்ணுமே போடல, எதுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே டெய்லி எதுக்கு போடணும்? நான் போடும்போது பாருங்க, போடாத போது மற்றதெல்லாம் பாருங்க, இல்லைன்னா புக்ஸ்லாம் படிங்க, வீட்டில் சும்மா இருங்க, அந்த மாதிரிலாம் சொல்ல வேண்டியிருக்கு. Like you don't have to just keep going. So the short answer is there was no option.
So because with lack of options, Alex decides to launch Anba TV. Now, can you explain to our viewers what exactly Anba TV is and what are the features associated with it?
So Anba TV, basically when I was left with no option, technology is very accessible now. Lot more accessible than ever before. And I've been a technologist, worked in IT company. So
Of course, I have friends and families who are in the business, and I understand what it means to build and then support. But the business is very scary. You can't become an Amazon. Amazon has been an Amazon because they can just Amazon for the matter any company. I know I'm giving a long answer, but we'll get there. So right now, whether you are driving an auto or you're writing a novel or anything, you are under somebody, some big corporate world out there who can take you or not take you. If they take you, then you get some nice visibility because the whole world is there. They got you in. They got the whole world in. Like with all the freebies and everything. They've been saying for this trend has been there for 20 years. Like the companies are told, all the startups are told not to make money, but get the people in. People are the money. And they give it to you free. And they keep saying, if the product is free, right, you are the product. They keep saying that.
I know.
So, but invariably, that's what the world is right now working, and we are all part of it, directly or indirectly. So, left with no choice, technology on the other side is accessible. But you can't become an Amazon, but you can set up a shop like Amazon. Imagine a big mall. Outside the mall, you have this பொட்டி கடை. அதே தான் சார் இங்க. அங்க வந்து the whole world is there. 10,000 films are there. Here, you will come and watch this one film. I'm like selling a DVD. So, and you can't compare that price with this price. Because they are in it for a longer time. The whole world is sitting there. I am here for my customers, my audience who will like this content. அவங்களுக்காக ஒரு கொஞ்சம் DVDs print பண்ணி வச்சிருக்க மாதிரி. So I'm saying buy this one time. I know how to run this technology. I will be able to run this technology for a long time. You buy this and come watch this, like you will watch, I don't know. So I have Pamal Ke Samanam at home. I'll watch it every few months. Avai Shanmughi, Michael Manar Kamarajan. இந்த மாதிரி ஃபிலிம் திருவாசகம் டிவிடி, தீஸ் திங்ஸ் ஐ பிளே வெரி ஆஃபன். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டிவிடியாக, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வீடியோவாக இது இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ பேசிக்லி த ஷார்ட் ஆன்சர் இஸ் திஸ் இஸ் எசென்ஷியலி அன் ஓடிடி in terms of technology. OTT is basically highly available videos, right? So it's you have to be part of, I mean, finally you end up with Amazon. There you have to be in their storage, their computing cloud. You have to be on the cloud so that whether you are in Chennai or in Sydney or in Singapore or Alaska, wherever it has to just come like that. Then you are lost, then you lose it. For that, you have to be part of that, and that cost is very high. But somehow with this touring 3 years, with doing this for 9 years, I got the confidence. People have been so generous. They're so generous. I felt so guilty. I was like forced to do this, not to make it big. I wouldn't make money this year. This is a big, like going down for me. But then it's been such high times for me. People have been so generous with the live tours. We have somebody from New Jersey sitting in with us today. So people have been so generous. And I have been able to produce like well-produced shows, I know, for a premium price in nice places to give that experience for me to perform. They can hear, they can see some sound and lights. They can sit comfortably for 3 hours and watch something that I'm trying to say. It's not a quick one. They've been so generous, and I said, I should be, man, give it back in some way. Not play a quick game. So I said, I'll play a very straightforward game. Be very, very straightforward. So this is technology.
So no annoying ads, no subscriptions and things like that.
No subscriptions. You don't have to pay every month, because every month I won't be able to produce. Every month, why do you have to watch me? So every time I don't want to force myself to produce something every month. Every time I'm ready with some good content, hey, I am ready. I'll go put out.
Right.
It takes longer, let it take longer. And I'll set you a price for it. You come and buy it, like you bought Avesh and me. So that's where my mindset was in that. So only that pricing is the small scale, like a street vendor mentality. இதுக்கு இந்த price தான், இதை விட என்னால் கம்மி பண்ண முடியாது. But the experience is going to be the same as Netflix or Amazon. The quality is no compromise. So that's where we are looking at. So it's a OTT with a small vendor selling your DVD on the street. High quality. Yeah.
Alex, is it a little annoying and frustrating that you have to write your content first, think about content and perform it with the energy that you have, which all of us know in stage. You need to perform it in many multiple places and things like that. And after all this, you still also have to, figure out means of reaching this material to the masses who might not have consumed it live. So, as a creator, do you find this a little harrowing?
Little what?
Harrowing.
Harrowing. Wow. Hindu style English, no? Suddenly harrowing. No? It is very harrowing to listen to your streaming. You work for Hindu, but you drop it like that. It is indeed very harrowing. But I don't want to think of it that way. Now, when I started, right, I wouldn't have thought of this material. Right? I wouldn't have become this experimental. இது ஒரு தெனாவட்டுன்னு சொல்லலாம். At the same time, this is a little parenting or my age. At this age, I want to tell this to myself. When I walk in the world, like whatever I'm telling myself every day, or whatever I want to tell my children, I'm getting 50 now, so I'm very desperate to tell a lot of things. This is what I want to tell my audience. For that, it gets a little difficult. It's harrowing. It is a little frustrating, but then if I have to start out, you have to start out something simple, put it out there. So win the audience, take them with you, and make them sit with you for 3 hours for a stand-up comedy show that's fairly experimental in many ways. It's not as straightforward, as massy as Alex in Wonderland. அது பண்ணும்போது, then you have to be ready to take the risk also. But then I'm hoping, I'm not a very passionate about setting up a business. I worked in corporate world. I don't want to do testing. I want to listen to Ilayaraja songs, or I want to just have fun, learn more harmonium, learn more songs, learn to play more instruments, learn to play all this better, become a better singer, and just perform. And I want to read. But then, இது ஒரு பக்கம் சைடில், like in software, you can be fascinated about building new software, but at the same time, you have to maintain the software you wrote last year. If you don't do a good job last year, it will pull you down. But then it's part and parcel. That has to give you some money, give you some sustainability, and it keeps you grounded. So that way, my short answer is, in every job, there is, you have to do your own lottery, that they say that, right? When you want to grow, I think this is something you have to do. And I'm hoping people can pick up. So in the short film that I made with Chinna Ponaka, I was trying to say technology is ready. So I'm trying to, the tech provider, I'm not trying to hide them. I'm trying to put wherever possible, these guys have built it. These guys sitting in Chennai, they build Netflix. They can build Netflix in 2 months. That's not a big deal. But then you have to build your audience. அதுக்கு you have to use what is already available there. So I'm hoping, so people are asking me, are you going to become the, pick up all the films and become the place? I want to do it in a small way, but then I don't want to be, I don't want to change my job at this time. I quit my job to do this art stuff, not business. But I'm hoping I'll set the example, keep this going in a small way, and I'm hoping many more people will come. In 2 months, they built this super world class, viewed it as a company. So I'm hoping this will not be harrowing for many more people going forward. Like there are people out there, filmmakers, super, like Kadaisi Vivasai, mari or a solid film somebody has, but then doesn't get many attention. But then like whoever is the audience for Kadaisi Vivasai, we should be able to watch it. Shouldn't be sitting in the can somewhere. There are many such films like that, many such creators who've written some good stuff, but OTTs are not picking up. So hopefully they will all hear it, that somebody will build, or I'll also be pitching in my own way. Pick that up, put it up, and tell my audience, I really enjoy this. Don't you want to watch it? I think that will make it less harrowing for people coming after me, right? Walking along with me, other creators. That's my prayer. That's my hope. Yeah.
I hope that happens, Alex. Alex, I watched one of the trailers for this particular drop, and you were jumping around, just singing, of course, and all that. It gave me a very Robin Williams kind of vibe in that sense. What was your biggest learnings from this whole Alexperience tour, touring to many places, performing this material live? What has been your biggest learnings?
I guess it's the energy. So somewhere you feel your calling is to do this. And live experience has been happening, live shows have been happening after it went through a dip, apparently. So people were checking out live shows. Live was the only big thing. Then there was film, and film took over, then television took over. But sitting in front of an audience and listening to somebody and feeling that, laughing along with everybody, something is beautifully magical. So it's so every time I get on stage, I tell myself this is a blessing. I'm going there not to impress anybody, just to pass on. The divine is just acting through me. Just be the instrument. Just keep passing on. So if I fumble, it's no big deal. That's not my problem, right? So I go with that. My biggest feeling is, I think performing arts. I mean, we all tend to think it's dying, live performing arts, but I think it's still thriving. People are ready to pay a premium compared to videos. Of course, the live shows have been selling so beautifully that I'm doing this big step, knowing that I will not become that profitable. Definitely not immediately. In the longer term, it's so I'm telling myself and telling all my team, my home, you're building a house. House will not give you house you are living in will not give you returns every month. ஸோ இது நம்ம வீட்டில் நம்ம என்ஜாய் பண்ணுறோம். நம்மளோட போய் உட்கார்றதுக்கு ஒரு வீடு, நம்ம கான்டென்ட் போடுறதுக்கு ஒரு ஹோம். ஸோ என்ஜாய் யுவர் ஹோம். வி ஆர் பில்டிங் யூ ஹோம். ஸோ மச் இட்ஸ் லைக் ரன்னிங் அ வெட்டிங் ரைட்ஸ். வெட்டிங் கண்ணாபுனான்னு செலவு பண்ணுவோம். டூ லைஃப் டைம் சேவிங் ஆன் வெட்டிங். ஸோ திஸ் லான்ச் வீடியோ was quite expensive. But then this is our wedding. Once in life, let's do this. So that's what I'm telling myself. But then every time you ask, this live feeling it's a divine feeling. I'm called to do this. We are here for a bigger purpose. And that's what gives me like or guts to write some material. Because that's what I'm telling myself, facing all the things that are currently going on in the world. You need to reflect. What is your take on it? You can shy away from it, write some jokes and make some money and go home. But I think you should reflect. I talk to my children about whatever is going on outside. I don't shy away. If I am not shying away from my children, my audience are very much the same. Otherwise, I would be happily I was making better money in Amazon, in corporate world. So we came here to do this because something has been, I'm not the super singer, but then people are liking my singing. I don't know why. I'm not a crazy movement, but then people are liking this whole vibe. So there is something bigger happening. So play that fully, be very generous. Like people have been very generous to me. So that's the feeling overall.
Right. You spoke about people enjoying your music, right? And I wanted to ask you about this particular aspect, which is your first show, Alex, in Wonderland had a lot of music. You spoke about doyens of the music world. Yesteryears, you spoke about SPB, you spoke about Sintari Govindarajan, you spoke about Ilayaraja. There's a lot of people that you spoke about in Alex in Wonderland. And of course, Alexperience was a slightly different experience for us as well.
Yeah.
Considering that there is this constant pressure on you to involve your content with music and music-related aspects, how do you balance it out? How do you, when you sit down to write material, how do you ensure that you satisfy that expectation, but yet do something different?
I couldn't satisfy. But then I couldn't satisfy fully. There's been consistently our gauge is about 20% of the people in the live shows. People who came, maybe 10 to 20, sort of disappointed. Now we came for that. There's been definitely some music. The whole thing was inspired with music. But then there is also other side. The music, Wonderland was music rapport. I mean, the facade was music, but then there was stand-up.
I know.
So there's constant stand-up. So I was trying to see, if I bring this forward and take this back just bear with me for one show. Let's just see what happens. Was my just pushing the envelope. That doesn't mean I want to take music away. That's what fuels me. But then I wanted to just recharge myself. Like otherwise I'll go into the template. People are expecting this.
I know.
Template la poidama. How do you still just reflect and just express?
You spoke about the past, Alex. I just wanted to pick your brains about the future also. The last time we spoke, I remember, I think you had finished shooting for Mara, the Tamil film Mara.
Right.
I think you also did this web series called Time and Above.
Time and Above. Yeah.
I know that you also missed doing an important role in Jai Bhim, right?
Right.
So where do you see yourself on that front? Do you see yourself doing more movies, more characters? And as and when they come, how do you pick them up? How do you not pick them up? What happens?
I guess time. This year I'm writing. After launching this, I'm going on a sabbatical, like winter zone or whatever they call it, just writing. But periodically, I have to start putting out content for Anba TV and, of course, social media. Just be in touch, right? You have to keep breathing, moving around. That has been there. But then overall, there are no tour dates. Date illanla onnu solla thevilla. So that way, this year is a beautiful time. That's how Mara happened. I finished Wonderland, sitting at home. Mara call came. A bunch of other movies came. I was like, it's all the same. So ஹீரோவோட கூடவே வருவீங்க, ஃப்ரெண்டாக இருப்பீங்க, ஃபைனல் கிளைமேக்ஸ்லேயே நீங்கள் வந்து குமுறி அழுவீங்கன்ற இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வெரி சிமிலர் திஸ் திங். பட் மாரா வாஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் அண்ட் big star with Maddie you get to act. So that was a good opportunity. So that year I explored. JBM I missed because by the time I started the next production. So this year is going to be a fun year if there are some opportunity. I've been telling my filmmaker friends, so I've been very it will be so nice to go do some acting because you learn so much about being present. You learn from, like with Maddie, when you work, you learn some of these guys. I mean, all these stars, right? They have picked up so much of looking at the camera. That's a different ball game altogether than being on stage. But you learn so much about how they make that sharp narration and all that. The things have changed also. I watched a lot of movies closely those years. I don't watch the cutting edge these days that many. I don't consume that much. But it's good to go work on those films. But I have also been very passionate about writing lyrics.
Speaking of exploring, other things, I wanted to explore this aspect of Alex, which is your, fascination with yoga. Because we've spoken a lot about music and stand-up, of course, and all that. And a lot of people know you're actively into yoga. When did this whole aspect start, Alex? And how do you see this contributing a lot to your fitness and keeping yourself sane?
Someone, I don't know who pushed me into it, who introduced me into it. Somehow just been, I don't know, some divine calling. I don't know. When I was in college here, in undergrad in Anna University College, there was a Mahesh Yogi meditation workshop. None of my classmates went. All my fellow boys didn't go. Somehow I went. I'm still trying to recall who called me to go there, check it out. Of the whole 700 people batch, there was only 10 guys in the workshop. One of the profs was the initiator in that. And he happened to put the course out there, and there are small notice boards in every department, computer science department. This professor in the civil department is doing this. I went and checked it out, and I was hooked onto it. I practiced that for a very long time. And of course, after some time, if there is no, hanging around with other people, the satsang doesn't happen. You lose it. Then unless you meet the fellow, oh, Machi, I used to learn this, I lost it. Then it happened. When I was in the US, of course, I was away from family. I really missed home very badly. I really missed home, India. I mean, I was not sure whether I made a wrong choice. But then yoga gave me a lot of this peace, the overall. I continued meditation there. That's when I picked up reading. That's when I decided to learn music. So I think yoga helps me to just gives a lot of clarity.
Is that also why you're looking like how you are? Because someone told me you are 50 and I don't believe that, Alex.
Yeah, I'll be 50 this December. Yeah. I don't know. That's been quite likely. Yeah, the hair has been sticking around. Overall, yeah.
The last time we met, one of the things that you told me, Alex, was that your motto was work hard, be kind, spread joy, right?
Joy, yeah.
I think that's the right motto, right?
Correct. Yeah. Thank you.
How do you keep telling yourself this particular motto even when the chips are down?
What down?
When the chips are down, when things are not going your way.
Thank you. That's an expression, huh? When the chips are down. So this we picked up from Amazon. When I came out of Amazon, we were starting Anba, right? We were trying to tell even on the artist journey. So Amazon's motto is, I worked in Amazon for a good long 8 years, and I'm very impressed with how they were very customer obsessed. very, very customer focused. They will do everything for a longer term. They won't say how long it is, but the longer term, do everything for customer focused. Don't do anything that will give you immediate profits. Do something that will satisfy the customers, keep them happy for a longer time. Because we are here to play the longer game, not make something huge this year. I decided, wow, that's so good. So their philosophy or the motto is work hard, have fun, make history. Work hard, have fun, make history. I thought that was so good. So we thought, let's make something like this. Work hard, yes. தன்மை வெறுத்த கூலி தரும் தெய்வத்தான் ஆகாதனினும். So I keep telling my children, if you work hard, you don't have to be scared about anything. Don't think Appa is going to lose all the money in Anba TV. Nothing will happen because I'm ready to work hard. We are working hard. It will happen. And it's been so kind. So work hard, yeah, absolutely. I think Thiruvallur said it in the கடவுள் வணக்கம் அதிகாரம் itself. தெய்வத்தான் ஆகாதனினும். That is a beautiful thing to say in a prayer song, right? Even if the God doesn't like it, don't worry about it. Forget them, right? Forget them. Don't even worry about them. Work hard, believe in your heart. So work hard was making a lot of sense. Have fun. I was thinking, that's not very customer focused. Why should customer have whether I have fun or not? So I was thinking, in the performing arts business, or the world right now needs, be kind. That's probably the hardest, not hardest, it is one of the hardest things to do. You pick up you get curious, right? So all said and done, I'm still Instagram addictive, comments addictive. Photo, how are people receiving it? Invariably pick it up. Of course, 10% of the comments will put you off. That's when I tell myself, I'm here to spread kindness. Like, be kind. So why is he yelling at you? Man, this stuff is horrible. Okay, which one did you not like? So try and. So I thought, have fun is one. Have fun, that can be in the background. I thought being kind was the calling. I think almost all of us, I think that's probably true for all of us in any job, especially if you're a performing artist. People think you are so good as a person also. You might as well try and hard and make it true somehow. And what do they expect? Just be kind. Where only நீ பணம்லாம் கொடுக்க வேண்டாம் நீ. You don't have to go like do favors for them. Just be kind. And they see it. Whom you are inside. Be truthful. It will come through, I think. All of us, with a longer term, the kind of decisions you do, kind of content you put out, the kind of things you write, they know who you are. You might as well tell what you want to be every day. Like when you meditate, you focus on heart, for example, to become heartful. So kind is, I thought, okay, let's do. We decided kind has to be. Then what are we trying to do? What are we trying to tell people? We are not trying to make history. That's again competition, right? It's like in the history, Robin Williams அப்புறம் அதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் தேவையில்லை. Spread joy today. That's all you need to do. Amazing music, அது top the chart, become a whatever the top charted this thing, award winning, எல்லாமே milestones that will just disappear over very, very. What is real is today, with my talking and with that material that I'm writing or the post that I'm doing, I'm spreading little joy to somebody who's spending that little time. That's all that matters. So make history on, have fun and pick it on. So work hard, be kind, spread joy. Just makes. I'm very happy telling my children, this is what you need to do. Whatever work you do, you don't have to make it big. Just be kind and spread joy. If you are trying to spread joy, joy will flow through you. So நம்ம தண்ணி நம்ம வழியா ஓடிடும். So we can also just enjoy the stream and don't try to bottle the water and hold it. It has to flow. So that's been the driving force.
Is that also why, Alex, that you call your audiences as chellams, right? In every show, I see that you're addressing us, like the audience, as chellams and all that. It seems very endearing.
Yeah. That's one of the starting points. During Wonderland, that's when, of course, the kids were born. And I'm suddenly feeling, I'm slowly growing up, right? Right now, after my parents left, the past few months, that's been a big shift again. So I'm deep inside, I'm suddenly grown 10 years. So I was in early 20s until like 3 months, 6 months ago. Now I'm in my early 30s right now. In terms of mental state, in terms of maturity, I still feel like I'm just fumbling. I haven't picked up anything. I deep inside I feel that. But then the kids give you a lot of responsibility. I don't want to boss around. I'm here to, wow, I'm chosen to be their guiding force for this entire life. They're looking up to me. They think me as a hero. If something small, somebody scolds me, they'll feel very offended. I'm like, wow, அவ்வளோலாம் ஒருத்தர் இல்லையடா அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும் தோணும். Then, oh my God. Then I will never, I mean, very rarely I get angry with my children. So they have this generation of parents, like, you can't get angry with your children. We don't. அடிக்கிறதுலாம் சான்ஸே இல்லை. So that, and of course, when you Wonderland on the time பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது, that suddenly the horizon expanded. That's when I saw a lot of hate comments also in the YouTube. Not quite a lot, even a small little thing that comes around, it start playing in your mind. Then when I get on stage, sometimes you get yelled at. The early days, when you do a corporate show, you get pops எல்லாம் perform பண்ணும்போது suddenly somebody bowing down. அதெல்லாம் நடக்கும்போது, but then I said, these are my children. They won't be sweet to me all the time, but my job is here to be sweet to them. I am the parent. I am given that mic that nobody has in the room. So I better be responsible. I was chosen. So so I tell myself as it's one of the internal affirmations that was happening. And on one stage I said, you are wonderful challams. I was like, that makes me, what I was telling backstage, வாயில வந்துருச்சு. All you wonderful challams, children, how are you? Looking great. இப்படி ஏதாவது சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன் பசங்கள்ட்ட பேசுற மாதிரி. And that just relaxed me. I'm not here to perform the material. கரெக்டாக 10 on 10 எல்லா ஜோக்கையும் பஞ்ச் அடிச்சு புட்டிச்சிடலாம் இல்லாமல் போனோம். இன்னைக்கு என்ன பேச லெட்ஸ் ஹேவ் அ கான்வர்சேஷன். அந்த மூடை வந்து அந்த வேர்டு கொடுத்தது. Then I kind of stuck with it. I didn't plan to write it. Just one of the affirmations, it just came on stage without me knowing.
Because you mentioned writing material, can we talk about what Alex is planning to do right now? What kind of material is he writing right now?
I haven't started writing the next one yet. But then during pandemic, we talked about literature, this and that, right?
Yeah.
So in the middle of the pandemic, we were speaking. That's when I was doing Hamsadvani and all that.
I know.
So அப்போ வந்து, by the time we talked, it was middle of 2020. We thought the pandemic is out, and I was saying, all coming out. But then the next wave started, and I'm so happy to be alive. Also, I felt sick that time. Good, like I got hit with the corona and everything. So the first year of pandemic, whatever I was trying to write and put up a show in 2021, that's been still on the hold. So I need to doosi tatti eduthu. I want to figure out how much of that is still relevant. I think most of it is still relevant because the music and it's still MSV's world, it's still Ilayaraja's world. I was trying to relate to all the things that were happening around that time, all the conflicts and everything. And during the pandemic, suddenly it became very, the shift was different. The world was coming into one place. I was thinking, it seems to be getting worse, or in many ways, the conflicts aren't getting any easier. I don't know whether we are probably living this lifetime, we're seeing things getting worse. We don't know. But then I think that material is still very, very relevant. So I'm hoping I should be able to turn around much faster than 1 year for this next material is my hope.
Okay.
But then now I have this Anba TV. So I'm hoping I should turn around, churn out like lot more content than taking 1 year for a next show and then tour with it for 2-3 years. So I'm hoping I should cut that down. Just tour for 6 months, max 1 year. Finish it out, move on. So I'm already hitting 50. So probably by 60, I'll slow down. So might as well crank out more material and write down more material and see what God has in store for me. அப்படின்னு ஒரு curiosity எனக்கு இது.
Right. Alex, in one of your segments, I remember you talking about how art should be a mirror of life, right? And art should reflect life. And I think you've spoken about it quite often in that past also. How strongly do you feel about this particular thing? And I'm asking this because you have also dealt with some kind of, sensitive material, if I can call it that. In one of your videos, you spoke about the Ayodhya Ram temple.
Yeah.
There are other videos in which you speak about the Me Too movement. So, because you delve into these kind of subjects, how important do you think is that phrase art should mirror life?
Finally, like I said, this is a big calling. I was making good money, so I came here to do this. And something I've keep hearing whatever I'm chosen to hear. I keep hearing that we have to go reflect life. Whatever's going on outside, I go tell my children, tell myself how we should behave in this regard. So one thing I can tell is, அதிலெல்லாம் போ தலையிடாத. Figure out how to make a living and just go around. That is also one take. But then go, give yourself, die, fight. That is also one way. But then see, figure out a midway somewhere. Use the tools and be smart. But then be also responsible. Whatever is happening to people on the newspaper, very well could happen to me or you within us. At that time, will I still say like that? At that time, I'll go all the way there. This has happened to my son, my brother. I will do this for the rest of my life. That's it. I will go that extreme. Now, this has not happened to my brother and my family, my sister. So this was, somewhere, some clarity came. Oh my God, this is a tool. Comedy is a tool. You can tell music is a tool. ஒரு பாட்டு பாடினோன்னா அந்த vibe is so different, right? அந்த vibeல people will listen to you for that 10 minutes. Let them listen and you tell and you listen too. So conversation. So increasingly, of course, I didn't invent this. So quite a few legends have and history and whatever we learned, even telling art is a tool for people to communicate. Because life will get so tough. Art is there. Humans invented art. தேவையே இல்லை உட்காந்து கூத்தடிக்கணும்னு. எதுக்கு எல்லாரும் ட்ரைபல்ஸ் பீப்புள் அந்த கல்ச்சர்லேருந்து ஈவன் now whether we go to Sabha or sit in the temple ground, we listen to art, knowing that that whole drama is fake only, but that is reflecting life. அதனால தான் அதை பார்த்து okay, yeah, I should do this, that guy did that. So somewhere that catharsis happens, somewhere that cleansing is happening. So I figured this I've been telling myself and my children, and this is a tool. You are laughing because you connect with it. And then let me share what I think we should do, what I think I should do. Affirmation again. So that's one of the reasons I put out that Jai Shri Ram video, knowing that it is, would I have put it out during that struggle during that month? I was performing in stage and some people didn't like it. Some people said I spoke. But then I put it out saying, knowing that a good set of my audience will not like it. But then I tell them, I thought you will want to listen to me, whatever I speak. And I am here to listen to you. And so it was more of an experiment that I shouldn't shy away. I shouldn't just do this. ஏன்பா அவங்களை டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணுறேன், அவங்க அழகாக பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. இல்லை டிஸ்டர்ப்லாம் பண்ணல, நான் பேச தான் வரேன். I want to be honest to them. I don't want to cheat them. I want to tell them that I've been thinking straight. So you just be vulnerable, be honest. And I think it's been good only. If you look at the comments, they've been very, very respectful, very polite disagreements. That's all we want to hear, I thought. And I don't know whether I am right or they are right. But we are talking. Hate comments have been, I am unsubscribing. It's a very, very few comments. But அதுவுமே ரொம்ப ரெஸ்பெக்ட்ஃபுல்லாக வந்திருக்கு. which is a blessing, I thought. That's the power of art. That's power of comedy and music. And we should all continue to use them for continue to having the conversation despite all our differences.
I hope we continue to have many more such conversations, Alex, and I hope Anba TV is a great success, and all the best to you.
Thank you, Srini. Thank you, Hindu. Thanks for such a wonderful opportunity.